I did fly all the way in from New York to come here. It's been incredible. Everyone's super excited, super happy to be back, especially after the pandemic. I think everyone's been kind of cooped up, and it's nice to see everyone's faces and everyone's smiles. It's been wonderful.
You're on brand, but you've got the top on. Is it cold here? Colder than New York? Or?
It's not actually. It's warmer, which is such a nice change. Yeah.
How do you measure the success of being here?
In comparison to the other accounting conferences, I think that being at Accountex gives you such a different quality of accountants. People are super excited to be here. They really want to understand the product, and they really want to know how you're going to be able to help them and their business.
What kind of questions are they asking you specifically?
I think at the most basic is, what do you do and how are you different from your competitors?
They want to know more about you.
Yes, and I think that's because a lot of people are still doing expense reports via Excel and are still stapling receipts to paper.
They're still writing checks.
Yes, they are. Gosh, it's so painful. And so to be able to come up with a solution that would really improve their lives, I think for them is just monumental.
Yeah. When you think about accountants as a breed, Leslie, they don't handle change very well.
No, we don't.
Particularly agile. Are you an accountant?
I am
yourself?
an accountant.
Okay, so you understand. I can say that.
Yes.
Why is that, and how can we solve that?
I think by nature, accountants are just very conservative in terms of, yes, money-wise, but also adopting new technologies. And the only way to solve that, in my opinion, is to instill trust in the product. If the accountant can see that the product is doing what it says it does and actually improves their lives, I've seen that they've actually taken to it and will really instill it in their practice and suggest it to their clients.
So you've not done an Accountex before?
Never. This
is your first one. You're an Accountex virgin, as we say.
Yes.
What advice have your team given you about coming into something like this?
So they definitely told me to be prepared for a lot of conversations. It's been a very busy booth, and it's great that we're so popular. So just to have the stamina and really just pace myself, because it's been a lot. Yes, we're standing a lot. So we're very comfy. I'm in trainers. But it's been wonderful, and the reception here has been great.
Who are you talking to here? Is these existing customers or new customers or strategic partners?
So our partners here would be the Xeros, QuickBooks, and Intex. But who is actually coming to the booth are people completely new to Expensify. So it's new accountants, new bookkeepers, both small and big, people that have expense reporting needs but not quite sure how to manage it. And I think the impetus there is when they see that they can no longer do it manually and they need a software, they're looking for something. And those are the people that are coming to us.
Now your competition are in the room. There's 250 vendors around here right now. It is a big event. How comfortable are you stacking up against the competition and competing with them?
Yeah, no, it's not a problem. I think it's a friendly rivalry, right? It's a frenemies type of situation where...
Plenty to go around.
Yes, absolutely. And everyone is just genuinely curious as to how are you different? And we are very different to our competitors, and so it's not a hard conversation at all to have.
When you look at accountants going forward, what skills attributes do you feel they will need to stay relevant and competitive over the next few years?
They need to be open to new technologies. I think the accountants that do paper, general ledger entries, that is something of the past that no longer exists. They really need to be open to how technology can improve their day-to-day so that they can focus on what they actually matters, things like either auditing or advisory services. They don't want to spend their time data entering, they want to spend time advising.
They would love to hear that because they don't want to become geeks.
No.
They're not nerds, they want to help clients. And they've got fee earning to do and hours to bill, so that will be music to their ears, Leslie, that they don't have to get deep into the tech. That's where you help them.
Exactly, and they don't need to hire a bookkeeper to do it either. Like softwares like Expensify allow the client to do most of the work for them if they allow it to happen.
What are the key things coming up for Expensify over the next few years? What excites you most?
So we do have something specific to our accounting base. It's called Expensicon 3. So we did Expensicon 1 and Expensicon 2. I believe the first one was in Bora Bora. And this is a convention for accountants. So the top people in their fields, the influencers, are all coming to this undisclosed location, an all expenses paid trip for everyone to get together and really discuss the future of accounting. And so that should happen next year, and I'm really excited for that.
It sounds great. There's a lot of discussion. What happens after something like that? I'm thinking of COP26 and the Global Summit on Climate Change recently. there's a lot of rhetoric, there's a lot of conversations, but we've talked already about how reluctant some accountants are to change. So what's the plan?
I think we really need to look at the market and what it's telling us to do. Especially after COVID, people are craving connectivity and getting together, and I think we're really trying to address that. But as a global entity, we really do need to address how to fix things like the climate footprint that we're leaving.
Yeah, you've done day one, almost.
Almost, a couple more hours left.
Will you be heading to the after parties, Leslie?
Absolutely. Will you be there?
We will.
Yeah.
But you've earned the right to be there, haven't you? Because you must have had 100 conversations.
I think I earned a drink or two.
Yeah. And finally, when you think of the future and what we might be talking about in 2 or 3 years, if we have this conversation again, how confident are you at predicting what might be on the horizon?
I think for me, the conversation has always revolved around technology. You can't have a conversation about accounting and the accounting future without the new tech that's coming up. No, absolutely not. So I'm pretty confident that new tech, improving easeability of just entering and what the accountant's day-to-day life will all be either automated or somewhat AI. So that's the future in my eyes.
And you're excited about that?
Super excited.
Because it puts you right in the middle of the conversation, doesn't it?
Always.
Mr. Rodriguez, that's been terrific. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you, not a problem. Cheers.